By the way, Rob, do you have the clip where I know the one that CNN wouldn't let go, where RFK is, calling out the Democratic Party, the one you were talking about that you had? I thought you said you had one of the clips where...
Yes, this is the fully unedited one that CNN didn't. They cut away from it, but I have the full clip.
I want to hear this. Go ahead and play this.
I'm sorry to keep everybody waiting. 16 months ago, in April of 2023, I launched my campaign for President of the United States. I began this journey as a Democrat, the party of my father, my uncle, the party which I pledged my own allegiance to long before I was old enough to vote. I attended my first Democratic convention at the age of 6 in 1960. And back then, the Democrats were the champions of the Constitution, of civil rights. The Democrats stood against authoritarianism, against censorship, against colonialism, imperialism, and unjust wars. We were the party of labor, of the working class. The Democrats were the party of government transparency and the champion of the environment. Our party was the bulwark against big money interests and corporate power. True to its name, it was the party of democracy. As you know, I left that party in October because it had departed so dramatically from the core values that I grew up with. It had become the party of war, censorship, corruption, big pharma, big tech, big ag, and big money.
I mean, this is like the same thing that you're talking about, the history of what's changed from then to now. For him to leave the party, for Musk to leave the party, for so many people that are leaving the party right now. I mean, this is like, remember during COVID when California had a mass exodus, and between California and New York, they both lost $1 trillion of money under management. California became the first time since 1851 that it had a net negative migration rate. It's like a massive exodus is going on in the Dems. There's a part of me that thinks they're going to play games. But, Bret, there's a part of me that thinks, I watched Reagan's, we did a Reagan premiere a couple of weeks ago. We had Dennis Quaid there, so we had everybody come in, a couple hundred people watch the movie. Then we watched, we did 2-hour podcast with Dennis Quaid. Great event. And when you're watching the movie, you see in the time where Reagan won 49 out of 50 states. If Trump all of a sudden gets a couple other people coming in from different spaces, I mean, look, one side, super paranoid. The other side, this guy could also have a landslide type of a victory if a couple other major moves take place. This is how Reagan won. The only thing he said, what do you want for Christmas? He said Minnesota. It's the only one that he couldn't win.
Yep. I remember. Yeah, I mean, I agree. And I do think the energy that is pent up in the system is headed towards a phase change. And I'm hopeful. I've got concerns that phase change could easily, we saw a phase change when the Soviet Union broke up, and there was all this potential. There was a potential for a peace dividend over here. There was a potential for Russia joining the West effectively, and neither of these things occurred, which is unfortunate. So we are in the same position where the possibilities are now open, but are we going to fumble the ball? I sure hope not. But yes, I think many things are possibilities coming from this electoral cycle.
Yeah, it's fair to say this has been a very good way to finish the week at a time, right? This is a victory for Trump on the kind of the way it ended with Bobby. So for those guys that are watching this, let me tell you, these USA hats, they don't stay on the shelf. Every time we launch these, they go in a heartbeat. And by the way, if you're happy about Bobby Kennedy coming out and talking about the endorsement and the support and the corruption on the DNC side, and you love America, you love USA, you may not be somebody that wants to wear some other stuff, but you want to wear a hat that says USA and future looks bright, go to the QR code or go to vtmerch.com, order the USA gear and sport it, especially between now and November 5th. These are exciting times. Again, united.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.